The training impacted my life in several ways. The training was training added to empowerment. So I didn't have a space. I was working at home. From the training and empowerment, now I was able to, get my own space where I am working from now. I've been able to learn how to keep track of my accounts and all of that.
Before I don't do anything. As soon as I finish the training at the bakery initiative, I gather some money to be doing it in a small way, so that I can be seeing some little change. And after doing it, I see money out of the business.
Bakery Initiatives is a global bakery consultancy firm founded in the Netherlands in the year 1984. Basically, what we do is bakery consulting, but coming to Nigeria, we discovered that there are lots of gaps in bakery knowledge. That's why most of our activities are mostly centered on trainings in imparting bakery knowledge.
Challenge Fund for Youth Employment is a project that is funded by the Dutch Ministry of Foreign Affairs that targets to create jobs for young people between the ages of 18 to 35.
The major achievements that we have achieved in the course of this program includes training women in baking and confectionaries. And most of the women that are trained are also put in either bake-offs or dough hubs where they are employed to work. And apart from that, we have women who are trained as independent entrepreneurs. And after training, they are given tools, startup tools, which enables them to start their own businesses.
You get to realize there's so many women out there who are incapacitated in terms of skills acquisition. But with this project, they have been able to be empowered by the skills they have acquired. Not only acquiring these skills, it has also developed them in the knowledge aspect also. They have been exposed to know that even with the little capital they have, they can actually start a business.
Coming into Bakery Initiative, I was able to learn the right procedures and the right measurements and the use of baker's percentage in baking. Then I just use just what comes to my imagination. I'll just add flour, add sugar. But right now, I have to measure my ingredients in percentage and know how to market my products after selling. So then it was just in the kitchen, with the oven, with my local oven, or I use firewood to bake. But right now, I use a standard oven and I'm able to sell to my customers. I am able to generate customers to be able to supply to. So I'm adding value to my community right now.
Though before this training, I'm into baking. I bake cake, I do decorations, but I'm not into bread. But after I come across this training, I can bake bread, I can mold, I can do all manner of things in terms of bread baking. I used to have customers that used to bake cake from me, but not much. But after this training opened my heart to so many new recipes in cake, in bread, in everything.
I want to appreciate the Bakery Initiative, CFYE, and also to our facilitator for this program, because for someone I'm a graduate doing nothing, unemployed, I only depend on my husband. But from this program, this really helped me. I started making production for people who will sell, and that has really helped my income, has really built my confidence as a woman, as a wife.
We have been able to train 2,125 young women between these 18 to 35 years. So we brought them in, we trained them on baking and confectionaries, and after the training, the most important thing that we did is the empowerment part of it. We are able to give them some startup tools, and these startup tools is much more focused on the fried pastries, where we gave them gas cylinders, we gave them some raw materials to start with.
I am Alatishe Oluwakemi Ashley. I am a widow, I'm 34 years old, and I live in Ogeri. I learned a whole lot about baking and making pastries in general, and also measurements and how to use the product effectively. And also, I learned about calculations. in making profit and profit margin. There has been a huge increment because in a week, I make nothing less than 70,000 in a week in supplying chin-chin to schools. Like I have 12 schools. Now I'm even trying to reduce because I work mostly weekends.
I don't know how to bake at all before. I don't even know how to go about processing flour or something. I just know how to do our local food with it. But through this empowerment and this training, I learned a lot. I know how to do different types of puff-puff. I know how to bake cake and so on. So, and I'm very appreciative.
Before BI training, I won't lie, the truth of the matter is that I ain't just in bits. Like, even myself, I was not really confident of what I can do. I wasn't sure. I know I had this thing in me, but I wasn't sure. So after the BI training, I realized that I've been getting jobs from everywhere, from even people that doesn't know me. On the average, I can say I earn up to 80K in profits per month. I actually got this from Bakery Initiative for free. I didn't pay a dime.
I was not working, so when I heard of this bakery stuff, I was happy because I have the intention, like I want it, but I don't have the money. I like it, yes, and it was fun, it was educative.
Ó really were useful for me. Ní àsìkò tí mo wà, ó really were useful for me gan-an because as a single mother, I've really gained so much because if not for Bakery Initiative, I don't think I would be where I am today. Mo bó ṣe bake tẹ́lẹ̀, but nísìn mo bó ṣe bake, mo ti lè ṣe fish pie, fish roll, so many things pé mo ń tà. Tó dẹ̀ jẹ́ pé ó tún ràn mí lọ́wọ́ láti lè tọ́jú ọmọ tí mo bí.
When I was on my own, I was baking cake and chin-chin. It wasn't consistent on my income, so this program helps me to have a consistent salary, like income.
I don't do record keeping before. I don't even understand. I just know that I restock. But ever since I've been doing the record keeping, I know the amount of money being spent out and my income. It has really helped a lot. When I started the record keeping, immediately I removed my profits, how much being spent out. I realized I make more profits, like 200K upward now. I hardly post on social media before, but after the training, it really expands. Like my customers expand. Like I have a lot of customer base now.
Many of them have started their businesses either under the create category or the improve category. The create category speaks to those that have never had anything to do with the bakery industry. But they came in, they were trained, and after they were trained, they were empowered to start something on their own, or they are employed. And when we talk about the improved category, these are women who were either doing one thing or the other in the baking industry. So they are improved to do other things. And after the training, they are either employed or they are also empowered to be able to do other things they've not been doing before. And the major achievements include ability to generate money for themselves above the industry or Nigerian labor law minimum wage.
In all sincerity, it's been a very long time I saw such a program which is designed in order to alleviate poverty in the society. In all of this uniqueness, it brought about we requesting for a second chance at the completion of the first phase of the program here at our local government.
My friend texted me that day that there is a place that they want to teach us how to bake pastries and a lot of things at local government, Ijebubu. And the difference is I don't even know how to bake a bread, how to make a chocolate puff and chocolate and red velvet puff, and how to make a donut.
I love baking and I've been trying my best to go into it, but due to one issue or the other, because I'm an educationist, I was a teacher, but I had to stop for some reasons. So it added confidence to me. It makes me to believe in myself that yes, I can do this thing. And also, it's giving the idea that my business is actually a very good source of income to myself and also a source of growth to me and my family.
In the course of the program, we were able to identify women bodies like Women Poverty Alleviation Program in Lagos State, which has its base in most of the local governments around Lagos State. We also have Youth Council of Nigeria that span across both Ogun State and Lagos State. We also worked with them and we were able to get a substantial number of women between the ages of 18 and 35. And at the same time, we worked with religious organizations. There are others that came in independently, either through social media or maybe referrals and the likes. And we are just so happy that at the end of the day, we were able to meet our objectives and goals.
The age range between 18 and 35 years made it an attraction for me, because we have so many young people in Nigeria that they are out of school, especially our out of school girls. When they are not engaged, they will fall victim and they will be vulnerable. That is why I really like the initiative. So the attraction was that it is all free, and after that, they will be empowered.
In the progression of the practical aspect, they fulfilled their promise at the expiration of the 2 weeks. The one that crowned it all was the gas cylinder. It was tremendous, wonderful, because they did not even expect. They thought they would just land it and go and look for equipment to start with.
They are actually, at the moment, they are actually over 80% of their outcome numbers, which for us is quite impressive compared to other partners. And so when I mentioned professionalism, is actually about how you design your project. Every project, when you design it, some of the things you do are based off on assumptions. And we've seen bakery initiatives, going back, into understanding what are the constraints, what are the things that we thought that will happen that never happen. I mean, we've seen, for bakery initiatives especially, we see young people who they actually thought they are going to match, who say, no, we want to stay independent. We want to build our own business by ourselves. Bakery initiative didn't leave them. They had to quickly, take a step back and be able to redesign their project in a way that it absorbed the needs of the young people and able to also support them on those costs, just to ensure that you are delivering a project that is sustainable.
The impact of that kind of intentional mobilization, we saw it through the kind of dedicated trainees. The people who were really involved, they would come to class early, and they were really committed. They would ask questions. They were really engaging with the kind of trainings that we were offering to them.
Okay, I noticed that they were really excited. A lot of them were happy. They were looking forward to a training like this, something to help them earn income. So I noticed that they were really excited and they really wanted to do the work. So they were there, they were interested. In fact, they gave their full attention.
Finally, I want to appreciate bakery initiatives and CFYE for this wonderful opportunity, very rare opportunity, to be trained as a baker and as a, bread specialist, and also to be empowered to have a, stable business, a business that is bringing good income, that has changed your financial story.
And I want to use this opportunity to thank the bakery initiative that sponsor that make me to know how to do this, do that. And I want to also thank the CFYE.
Thank you, Bakery Initiative. Thank you, CFYE. Thank you for bringing this little girl's dream to pass. Thank you, Bakery Initiative. Now go there, so say. I
want to appreciate and thank the Bakery Initiative Empowerment and Employment Program and CFYE for giving us the opportunity to benefit from this laudable program. And also, I want to extend my appreciation to the Executive Chairman of Ijebu North Local Government, Honorable Omobolaji Oluwaseun Odusonya. On behalf of the teaming and loving youth of Ijebu North Local Government, I say thank you to you all.
I want to appreciate CFYE and Bakery Initiative for deeming it fit to empower young ladies, because we all know that when we empower a woman, we are empowering the nation.
I will urge everybody out there, the young ones, when they see opportunity like this, to quickly grab it, because it really helps a lot. God bless Nigeria, God bless Bakery Initiative.
I also want to use this medium to talk to young people out there. As a young widow, I took it upon myself that I don't want to remain in that state. I wanted to better my life and make something meaningful out of it. And I thank God that it came to pass.
Ba abin da zan iya cewa ga wayannan masu program din, sai da in ce musu nagode. Thank you Bakery Initiative, thank you CFYE. Kuma ina matsakar godiya ga wayanda suka introducing din program din da ni, in presence of Shamsiya Bala Ma'azu da kuma Honorable Ridwan. Nagode.